Okay, let's see where we are. We've got some remixy stuff going on. First thing I want to do, I want to get this sort thing responding when I just interact with it. So let's do, let me see. I want to see remix, submit form on change, something like that. Stable forms and remix, submit form on change. That is not going to be a remix thing. So let's see if I can find it here. Submit on change. Auto submit the form on any field changed. Booyah. Okay. Data reloads. Sometimes you need to read and change the search params. You might want to submit the form on any field change. For that, there is use submit. Okay, that looks easy enough. So let's get, what is that from the React project? Where am I? I need to go on the home page. Uh-oh. Yeah. On the home page, down in the, not down in the forum, up here, we don't need this, but we probably want use submit. What am I doing here? Cool. Down in the component itself, I want the loader data, and then I want use submit. Where's my keyboard? Okay. So let's see. It looks like it's that easy. Which isn't quite right because I don't want it to run on every change necessarily. Although I guess, I don't know, let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Let's do on change. We'll do const submit equals console log. Console log. Cool. That should get us just to log whatever the current target is. So we'll check our console. We'll change the input here. We do get the form. We change the input here. We get the form. If we type, we also get that, which is strange because that shouldn't actually run until I lose focus. That's weird. Okay. Well, what I can do next is I can submit this with a delay. I think we'll do that. We may do that. So let's go github.com/AustinGill, and then I should have some utils here. Wrong thing, utils. JavaScript utils, I should have a debounce. Cool, very simple debounce function. We'll go to our utils file here and say, random string, get raw type. Cool. I'm going to go under that. We're going to export function debounce. Looks like this. Add some type definitions for that. First one is a function. Second one is a number. Third one is options. I actually don't. If there's not that, not a timer ID, and there's leading. I don't know what that is, but. At param of something with leading. I don't know what leading is. Leading is a Boolean, I think. Leading is a Boolean. Is the options. Cool. Kind of forget what that was supposed to be when I wrote it. That should be a number. That should be a function. Cool. All right, so we've got that. I need to tap into that. Let's do the, what's it called? Debounce. And then submit is actually going to be a function that debounces console log every 300 seconds, milliseconds. There we go. Which means I can type as much as I want and it won't call that function until I've actually changed it. So I click that, I click that, click it a bunch of times, and then it submits. Great. Use submit is going to be that. We're going to replace that there, and we're going to say debounced submit. Okay. I actually don't think I even need that. I'm just going to take this. That's not. No, that should work. No, that's, yeah. I'm gonna do that. Okay, where is my submit? We're gonna say, we're gonna pass the current target to the debounced submit. So that's going to be a function that every time it changes, it passes the current target to the debounced submit, which I think should be fine. The alternative would be to pass the debounced submit here and then write the function definition in here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to pass that function in there, and then we're going to put the debounced submit event handler there. Debounced submit handler. Cool. I think that should work. Now if we do a bunch of typing and then we just do a search for the letter A, didn't work. Is it not working? It is kind of working. It is kind of working, but it's not actually working. Okay, let me undo all that then. Let's try that. Debounced submit with the current target. That may be the right way to handle it. All right, Evelyn, we do a search for just K, and we get the results that we expect. We do a bunch of typing, and we do nothing to see say Eva. Cool. Delete that, automatically updates, sort by name, I like it. Cool. Love it. That's pretty good. I like that. That means we don't have to hit the search key if we don't want to. I wonder if we should have a live region that announces when the search results are changing. That would probably be pretty clever. Maybe not so important because after all, you're just going to hit the search anyway. I don't know. That's something I would have to think about. I wouldn't want to make the experience worse by announcing a bunch of things that don't need to be announced. So we'll leave that as is. I'm really happy to have that update. That's pretty cool. Now, okay, what's next? Next, I think I'm going to try and get this thing deployed. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Which means let's undo some of this stuff that we had that was just like temporary. Okay, file changes. Let's undo this delete one. Yep, discard those changes. That is what I want it to look like. Thank you very much. Let's close you. What's missing? Utils is looking good. Our index file, I think, is looking good. Yeah. What page is this? Our pet ID. Got a redirect. We want to undo this change. Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to undo that change. Ah, is that this file? Yes, undo that change. All right, let's test that that's working. Use loader data is not defined in app root. I think that's not true. There you go. Okay, Kristen. Sorry, you're cute, but I'm gonna delete you. That redirect looks like it's working. All right. Now, in the case that we have an error in deleting, I think that's what I was trying to solve last time. If we have an error deleting things, for example, throw new error bad. And we go to a really cute dog and we try and delete the dog now. It's going to load that page. We're going to get this error bad because we're not handling this correctly. So what we can do is throw that in a try and do a catch. Log that error to the console. And then I think what we would want to do here is redirect back to the original route that the request came from. Yeah. So this is where things get kind of funny because referrer. Essentially, this is what I would want to do. Is redirect the user back to where the request came from. We log it, we send them back where they came from. We do that so that the user has another chance to try deleting. So we come here, we reload, they come here, they try and delete, and then the problem is we get this error. And the reason we get this error is because if I log this, you get that right? There we go. So if we try logging this, we're going to see some interesting behavior. Come back here. Cool. We delete this pet. And if we look here, the referrer is actually the page that we're linking to, which is a mistake. Because if I actually open up that form and we see the expected behavior would be, hey, instead of using the remix form, let's use a native HTML form. And we'll see what the correct behavior should actually be. That should do that. Don't worry about that. Reload the page. And here we go. We're going to delete the pet. And it ends up redirecting back here. And that's because we see the actual referrer is the route that the request came from. So this is the correct behavior. And we can see that we had an error. When I delete this, it goes to the delete route. It experiences an error. The error catches. Let's see here. Goes to the delete route. Delete route experiences an error that happens inside of the try block that gets passed to the catch block, and then we can log what the error is, and we get the correct value for the referrer. Unfortunately, this is broken. Well, actually, this technically works as is, but it's broken in Remix. There's an issue in Remix, which hopefully will be resolved at some point. So the solution now is to hard code the actual route that I want to redirect to, unfortunately. To do, use referrer when remix issue is resolved. Okay, so that's the solution to get the redirect. Now, the problem that I want to solve is around these session flash messages. There we go. We should have session flash key value. Because essentially what I want to do is when I hit delete, when I hit this error, I want to have a message that says, hey, there was some error that happened. You know, try again in a few minutes. We'll see if we can get that solved. This seems to be an issue. I don't know if it's on my end or on the remix end. We have been using these sessions the way that it was described in the remix documentation. So let's see if we can get this working. We're going to do get session and commit session. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it one more time. So let's do flash messages. Find flash message, please. So we should have, let's copy this to the T. Copy it exactly as is. We have a file called sessions where we put in all this. All of these are optional. Okay, even though I had them set as optional before, we'll still use whatever they use, with the exception of the domain. Cool. All right, looks the same. I've got my sessions set up, and then we recommend you setting up your sessions storage in object and app sessions. Okay, I've got that. Same spot. Import object get session, retrieve current session. Cool. So when a request comes in, if I have an error, I would do essentially this. So we'll set up the session. Inside of delete, we'll grab copy that. We'll grab the session details, right? Burp. Cool. Session equals await request. Oops, don't do that. Params. Let's go request. And we get the session details. And then we are going to flash an error message. When there is an error, and then we are going to set these headers. Is that right? I don't think that's quite right. There we go. That looks right. Redirect expects URL is a string. Yeah. Redirect URL is a string. Init is a number, which could be a number, or it could be a response init, or it could be undefined. Which means I've got this set up incorrectly. This should be status of 303. And the headers can be set cookie with setting the session. Cool. Otherwise, on a successful session, we send this anyway. Okay, fair enough. I can do that. When it's successful, we copy that, and we redirect back to the home page, and we set the cookie there anyway. And maybe that's what I was missing. It's possible, but I don't know. Okay, then logout might look something like that. I want to read the information, which is going to look something like this. On the index route, I need to read that. Let's do this. Session is await get session, and then we're gonna say something like that. This is going to be sessions, and this is get session. Thank you. And we always set this header when we return this data. We return that data. Let's see. This should be wrapped in a function, the JSON function, with a comma and the header information. Okay, cool. We need JSON and we need commit session. So let's go up here. We'll get JSON from Remix node version. Import from Remix node JSON. And we'll get the commit session from there. Okay. Okay, so now we're checking to see if we've committed a flash called error, which means here in my loader, when I get this session, we say data equals error. We're going to say error equals get session. There we go. And then down where I actually return my data, we'll have the query, we'll have the data, we'll have the error, and hopefully we'll send that. So here we can say if we have the error, I don't know, console log the error. Let's see how this works. In my console, that thing loaded. I don't see any error message here. I don't see error message there, which is fine because I expect it to be empty anyway. But no, I would expect, what page am I on? I'm on the home page, not the pet ID page. I did all of that on the wrong page. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's redo that up here then. Okay. Let's go here. This one should be sessions, and this needs to be like get session. Thank you. Get session and commit session. Great, I need to undo like all of this stuff that I just did. That's great. That feels good. That feels great, yeah. Cleaning it up. Awesome, 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 awesome. Cool, cool. Is that it? That's it. All right, let's close that file down. Let's not make that mistake again. Okay, so I'm in here. I need to get the session, which requires handling the request, getting the session, and then we'll say const error equals session dot get error. And then this data gets sent back here as an error. This should all be wrapped in JSON. And the second parameter for that JSON should be the headers, right? Something like that. Headers. Yes. Should look something like this. Cool. Awesome. Header set the cookie. And last thing that's missing is this JSON doodad. Let's get that from, yep. JSON, there we go. And inside of my component, we get the error, right? Use loader data. Type of error. Doesn't know. Doesn't know. Doesn't know. How does it not know what any of that is? God, because I do this stuff. Get rid of that. Any. Alright, whatever. Undo that. Cool. So, back in my thing. Here we are, and we're going to do down here, console log error. Great, now that should be loading. Application error, JSON is not defined. Actually, it is. There you go, error is undefined. That makes sense. Let's delete the pet. We redirect, and error is still undefined. Why? I'm doing everything just like you said to here. Supporting session gotchas. Because of nested routes, multiple loaders can be called to construct a single page. When using session flash or session unset, you need to be sure no other loaders in the request are going to want to read that. Otherwise, you'll get race conditions. You want to have a single loader read it. If another loader wants a flash message, use a different key for that loader. Alright. Wait, what? You want to have a single loader read it. If another loader wants a flash message, use a different key for that loader. Okay, so that example would basically be everything that I undid here yesterday. Poop. But I think I really only have one flash message going. It's important that you log out, perform any mutation in an action and not a loader. Otherwise, you open users to cross-site request forgery attacks. Also, remix only recalls loaders when actions, loaders when actions are called. Okay, fine. What was that again? What did I just read? You want to perform any mutation in an action. Well, that's fine. I'm doing the mutation inside of the delete action, so that makes sense. Okay. So bizarre. All right, we're gonna try this another way. We're gonna say in the page. In this page, we're gonna try and do the same thing. we're gonna go, we're gonna try and set this flash message here. Here. Nope, not there. Here. And we need to do this like set cookie thing here. So let's see, when I send this data back, this needs to be JSON, and I need to set the object. Did that wrong. I'm sorry. With the header data. There we go. Hit save. That should work. That should return my data, pet data, if everything looks good. Okay, let's try editing this pet. And we still get undefined error for everything. How is that possible? Malarkey. How? How? Why? All right, let me try one more time. Session.flash, key value. Okay, set the session value that will be used after it's gone. Mostly used for flash messages and server-side form validation. Okay, let's commit the new session when you must commit. Shakespeare. I'm having a great Friday. I mean, I'm happy it's Friday. We're going floating on 4th of July, so hitting the river and just didn't do several hours of lazily floating down the river, which I'm excited about. Yeah, you know, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know that you're lurking. I know that you're lurking. So, but I know that you're. yeah. Dude, if you come to Portland anytime, let me know. Especially in the summer, we'll hit up a float. I feel like I'm doing everything to the T. Drift boating, fly fishing. I don't really know what drift boating is. This is just something. This is killing me here. I've got my loader, right? We get session, commit session. I've got the sessions set up exactly how they have it in the docs. We read the session. We get some error, which is fine. We do this whole JSON and headers thing. And the cookies are not being set. Just a riverboat made for fishing from. These big round wrap pontoons frames too. That sounds nice. I mean, anything to be out in the sun, on the water, it's great. Okay, so yeah, let's see this one more time. When we have an action, the action decides, oh, no, that's not loader. When we have an action, the action decides whether to add a flash message to the cookie. And I've got my message here. It's just error, invalid username, password. Doesn't really matter what it says because I'm just trying to read it. And then we don't do anything with it except for committing it here. And I think as far as I see everything in the docs, I'm committing it exactly the same way they do. You have, yeah, you have the data there. Only necessary with cookie session storage. That's fine. That's what I'm using. And then to read it, That's coming from the server side anyway. This is killing me. I have no idea why that's not working. My error should be coming from the loader. So yeah, this action sets the cookie. At this point, the cookie should be set when I hit save. Unless... all right, let me try this. Let me try just returning like some data early, right? We set the session, we flash it, and then we return JSON with the pet details, I guess. Let's see. Let me just return the same thing no matter what. So I got the pet ID. Oh shoot, I guess I'm getting a lot of information on this pet, aren't I? I'm just gonna return like an empty object. So there we go. I don't know what to return. I'm gonna return null. That's fine. We'll see. This might throw an error. It's okay. So I'm going to, what am I doing? Save the pet, right? We edit the pet. We should get null back from the server, which it doesn't look like it did anything anyway. Okay. That's fine. Check, sanity check, console log. We got this far. Okay, edit the pet. We should see we got this far, at which point the request should return no data, but it should set the cookie. Okay, cookie should be set, at which point, let me see, what is my network looking like? When I hit edit pet, we have the post request, right? Headers, post, yeah, okay. Response is null, okay. Response headers should have set cookie. Okay, so far so good. My application cookies are not set though. How is that the case? Hi, Nugget. Hello. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi? No, yeah, you're going to your spot, huh? Hold on. I need to set up a Nugget cam. Cause he's just too cute coming in here, sitting on his little bed. Can you lay down for me? Yeah, good job. Well, now you're locked in here. Regret. Okay, so... Oh gosh, this dog. I tell you what. Hold on. Yeah, now the door closed. It's like a freaking cat. With the door closed, he wants to come in. And when he comes in and you close the door, he wants to go out. He just uses me for my treats. Okay, so this is the interesting thing, is my network response. When I hit edit pet, network response is absolutely returning the cookies. There it is, right there. Set cookie, response headers. All right, so let's check this out, because this could actually be a bug on their end. Let's go down here, and where I use this form, I'm going to change that to an HTML form. Okay. Because if this is it, then that's really annoying, but let's see. So now let's clear that. Let's edit the pet. This should reload the page, and error still undefined. Okay, kind of concerning, but I do have my session ID now, or my session cookie. Let me delete that, reload the page. We don't have the session. We hit edit pet, reloads, and we do have the session. So that's definitely a bug on their end, because that form, using their built-in form, should pretty much behave the same way. I delete this session, reload the page. We see that the session is not there. We edit that, and we see that it's still not there, even though I reload. Okay, that's a problem. So let's see if I use a regular form. Now let's see if we can just get the flash messages to work with just this session thing. So that session's there. And now what I need to do, let's see, the action is working and my session still error. We need to see if we have this error. Console log session error. Okay, cool. So that's fine. I don't need this. We got this far anymore. I don't need. What don't I need? I don't need to log this error. Cool. Okay. Something tells me that that is the behavior that I expect. I edit the pet, I get the session, and then if I reload, nope, I still have the session there. Kind of feel like that should have gone. Okay. Session there is fine. Let's see if I can. Okay, we've got the session errors undefined. Session error is invalid username password. So we do get it once. If I reload here, I get. And now I'm getting several session error is invalid username and password. Interesting. Let's delete that. Okay, session error undefined. Cool. Reload. We should still see. Yep, session error is undefined. Cool. Then we hit edit pet. That should set the cookie. That does set the session cookie. We still see session error is undefined. Because that so far was the post request, but then if we reload, I see, yeah, session error, invalid username, password. And then reading that should invalidate it the first time. So there's definitely something funny going on their end with these sessions and flash messages. I think there's a bug. I definitely think there's a bug. So that's unfortunate, but that's also okay. So let's undo all of that work. Let's see, the JSON. What's going to be easier? Let me see what's actually changed on here. We can undo that. We can undo that. We can undo that and that. We can undo all that and undo all that. And that. And that. And that. And that. Cool. Discard all those changes. That is fine. Okay. Don't save. I'm gonna go over to GitHub and just see if I can start submitting that issue. Flash messages. Okay. Cool. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is actually start getting this. This is annoying that I can't use that flash message approach. But that's all right. I think we'll leave this as is because this is the correct behavior. We can obviously get rid of that. Let's open that up. So we'll have the session is that. We don't need this reader, or we don't need these cookies, I don't think, because we're not actually committing anything to the session or modifying the cookie. So that should be fine. The cookie, if it comes in, the cookie should be in the browser, which means I probably don't need to read that either. We can put that there. Cool. Log the error, flash the session, redirect, and include the session flash. That is my delete logic. We don't need to modify the root. Let's see. Utils looks good. App routes looks good. We're adding the debounce to the form. And then the rest here is what I did last stream. Yeah, see here we have the same problem on update. And here's my owner route. This one I'm surprised it doesn't actually have an error, but it actually may. So we'll see. But cool. Preparing for takeoff. Probably shouldn't have left that. Yeah. Okay, so next thing's next. I want to start with creating a new Linode instance because that is the big goal for today. Getting this thing actually deployed. So I'm going to select Ubuntu because that's what I have used the most. We'll use 22, why not? Region, Atlanta, Dallas, Fremont, Newark. Let's stick with Atlanta. No, let's go to Texas. No, let's stick with Atlanta. Texas infrastructure might go down. This is probably going to be fine on a shared CPU. We're going to call this neighborhood pet manager. Neighborhood pet manager. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any tags for this one. Root password. I'm not going to tell you this one. So let's see. What do I want to call it? Let's go. All right. Yeah, I'm going to add my SSH keys. And we'll create that Linode. Awesome. That's going to take a little bit. And because I put my SSH keys in there, I should be able to access with root privilege just by typing that command. So, next thing I need to look at is Remix deploys. Deployment. Yeah, can install. I think I did the Remix app server. Okay, be sure to read the README. So for deployment, build your app for production, run npm run build, then run the application app in production mode. So, okay, let's say we wanted to run our app on this local Ubuntu instance. I'd do npm run build, and then npm start. Oh, I wasn't done building. Okay, it's building app in production mode. What's up, Stony? Trying to get this thing working. Okay, cool. So that's going to be a Remix app server started at this port, and presumably it's my same application running on this port. Awesome. It's got the same data, which I guess makes sense. But I killed your subscription. I don't think I killed your subscription. I killed my affiliate status. But that's weird. I don't think I could kill your subscription. Because someone subscribed yesterday. Or last stream. Or maybe they didn't implement it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm stepping away from the affiliate thing because I don't want people to have to watch ads to watch my stuff. Like, my stuff is free. I wasn't going to get paid for it anyway. Or at least wasn't going to make much on it anyway. So I think this is better. Yes, I killed your subscription. You know what? My channel, never mind. I was going to say something controversial and going to hold my tongue on that one. Maybe I'll whisper it to you. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to whisper sweet somethings in your chat. There you go. Brent, you were supposed to be in lurking mode. Okay, so there's a couple things I need to do to get this set up as well. I actually also need a database because I don't think it's a smart idea to use SQLite in production. So what am I going to call this? We're going to call this neighborhood pet manager, and I want this to be Postgres 13.2. I think is fine. Select a region, same region as my deployment is smart. We're going to go here with also a little nano database. I think that should be fine. 25 gigs is going to be plenty. Number of nodes. Recommend 3 nodes in a database cluster to avoid downtime. Okay, that sounds good to me. Add access control. I can do that later to give myself access. So let's create this database cluster. Oh, you know what? I think I need to give this IP address access to this database. Yeah, you lose your badge. I'm sorry. But there's a benefit to everyone, including you, that now you don't have to worry about watching. Well, I guess you were what? Yeah, no, I don't know. You can know that we're doing good in the world by just sharing knowledge and good times for free for whoever wants to join. So I am sorry. It was a tough decision, but ultimately, you know, I got to do right by. I got to do what I think is right for the people that are going to come by here, and I think that just coming in and not having ads is good. So let's update that access control. Please wait until it's done provisioning. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Still nothing? Still provisioning? Still provisioning. All right. Lost myself there, was jamming. Oh, come on. It's just a database. How hard can it be? It's just 3 database nodes that have to be synchronized and running at the same IP. How hard can this be? What is that? A dancing little birdie. Oh, I see. All right, you're jamming along with me. I like it. Okay, well, blup, 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 blup. I guess I can continue here. Something else I'm going to need to do is I probably need to set up like a reverse proxy so that I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to set this up without a custom domain name, which means I'm just going to run my application at port 3000 on the IP address, and I think that that should be fine. So how do I actually, let's see, I mean, my application is like, it just, okay, why is left hook here? Come on. This like keeps getting added in. Go away. Is that all? It's just because it's in Git? Let's, okay, oh. Wait, what? What just happened there? There's some weird Git stuff going on. Alright. Alright. I don't know what you're doing, VS Code. So, the weird thing is that my application is now running here, which... Okay, so this is my entire application. And this should run on the server, I guess? Entry server exports, okay. And then Remix is just going to handle this. All right, it's just one giant JavaScript file. Cool. So now I think what I need to do is, let's do this cool thing where we access the server and we say SS8, I just copied it to the clipboard. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we trust that server. And cool, because my SSH key is on the server already, I have root level access. Awesome. Do I have node? No, I do not. So, Stony, this is where Docker would have been kind of nice. Do I have Docker? No. So, you know, there you go. Docker would be nice here. I think I think I'm just going to run it from here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, this is where Docker would be nice, but then I have to do like this whole complicated. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Sony. We're not going there. We could if you were a subscriber, but you're not, are you? So, sorry. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna install Node and run it just in on the main process. So nodejs.org. Whoa! Dang! Really hit a nerve on that one. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You do have the badge. There it is. It's wonderful. You'll always be my first subscriber. But we're still not doing Docker. What do I want? Let's do, Node 16. How do I... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do like Ubuntu install Node. I think it's just sudo apt install. You are still subscribed. Sudo apt install Node.js, I think. So in this box, we're going to do, I don't think I need sudo. I'm already root. So apt update. Thank you. And sudo apt update. Yep, there it is. Cool. I think that should be all I need to get Node. He gave me a Docker Compose. Yeah, we want to install Node. Cool. Node version is 12.22. That's all right. We can work with that. I think. Better check. Remix. What is requirements? I don't know. Node version. Version? I don't know. Oh, that might have been it. Version. Dependency versions. Nope, that's stacks. Okay, it's not going to tell us. That's fine. Okay, so now one thing I need to do is let's exit out of the server, and I think I can get back into the server. Let's go ls. No, let's go echo pwd. No, that's not it. Echo $pwd. There we go. Okay, /root. Cool. Let's make dir. What do we want to call it? I don't know. App. Cool. And then we can exit out of here. And then we're going to secure copy /build into. Man, I never remember how to use secure copy. Secure copy or shell copy? I don't know. SCP examplet. I think it's local directory to remote directory. Yeah, local directory with the semicolon and then the path. Cool. And the thing is, I want build dot, and I want this to go to here at home/app. That should, not a regular file. Okay, I got that wrong. Should be build star. No such file or directory. Ah, that's because it's not home. It's root. There we go. Okay, cool. We copied our files. Build styles, not a regular file. Shoot, I did it wrong. It's because it should be copy recursively. Got that wrong too. What? It should be... There's not an R? There we go. Okay, got it. Let's go. Let's get back in. Use WinSCP. I don't need WinSCP. I just SCP'd. Yes, I agree that Docker is wonderful, but what's the point of living if you don't feel alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to run an application and be like, I don't know, is it going to run this time? Maybe, maybe not. So let's see. Cool. We have everything. We have our index, we have our maps, and we have our styles in the remote, which means we should I don't know what to do from here, actually. I should be able to start it, but npm start is remix serve the build folder. I definitely don't think I'm doing this the right way. Or it feels like I'm supposed to take the entire project and deploy the entire project, which is kind of weird. So what I'm going to do is actually rename app to build, and then yeah, that's right. And then we'll do that copy command as well and bring maybe the actually let's do build that. We're gonna bring in the package package.json and package dot yo, thanks for following. This one's gonna be a tough one. Fatty Tazdelen 24. Nailed it. First try. Cool. So we're gonna bring over our package and our package lock into the renamed root shoot. Okay, I don't think I liked what I did there. Let's undo that. No, actually, let's just do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna move that into the build folder that we already renamed the app to. That's gonna bring everything up. We're gonna get back in to our server, clear everything out, and then ls, we've got our build folder. Go into the build folder, ls, we're going to make dir build and move index and index.js.map and styles. Oh, I think I might have this wrong. Okay, I think I got this wrong. Index into build slash index.js, and then same thing for .map.js. Definitely make a bash file. Yeah, probably. Well, you know, I'm just doing this the first time. Again, I think that the correct way to do this would probably be to take the entire project. I think that's how it's intended. I'm just making this up as I go, figuring out. Let's just get it to work, then we'll figure out how to do it right. So what do I have? I want to move index.js.map into build.index.js. app. That's what I want. And then I also want to move these styles into build/styles. Styles. Okay, so now we only have the package.json, the package.json lock, and the build. And I should have npm not found. I have node. Okay. Yeah, please. Wah! You made a deploy file in JS. That is certainly something you can do. Okay, let's first move up one directory and let's move build to app because that's where I want it to be. Okay, cd into the app folder, and holy bonkers, what a shit ton of dependencies. You got that right. npm version is 8.5.1. That's cool. npm install. I probably should have installed just the production. Yeah, whatever. I'll undo everything. Please stop. Let's just install it. It's okay. This is one thing that I think the Remix team does not really have well documented, is how do you deploy? And I think there's probably a million ways to deploy, which is why they kind of like leave it up to you. But it would be nice to have some way, some approach that they have documented. All right, let's see what we've got here. Are we still going? We're still going. We're still going, people. We stopped going. Okay, with that, I think npm start unexpected token. Awesome. My version of Node is probably too old. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's do this a different way. Fine. Ubuntu. Gosh darn it. Ubuntu making me look like I need Docker, making me look stupid, all of this crap. Yeah, Netlify stuff is pretty cool too. Ubuntu install nvm. Gosh darn it, Ubuntu Jabberter. nvm on Ubuntu 20, cool. I mean, I could probably just go from their thing, but it's all right. Install curl. I should have curl. We should. I don't know about that. I don't trust that whole source thing. That doesn't seem quite right. Okay, let's go back to the MVM thing. From inner working, a response time from Netlify wasn't helpful. Installing and updating. Cool. Let's do this. Boop. Boop. Installing a bunch of random stuff from the internet is fun. Cool. We have it installed. It's telling me to do this NVM thing. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see. NVM. Cool. Not found. Let's exit. Let's get back in. Let's see if that changes things. NVM. There we go. NVM install node. Cool. We're going for version 18. Great. Node version. NPM version. NPM install global NPM. Super meta. NPM version. Okay, cool. With that, we can say npm start. Awesome. No such file or directory. ls. cd into my app. npm start. There we go. Cool. New error. Please run Prisma migrate and try to import it again. Okay. New error. That's good. Feels like this shouldn't be an issue. Particularly because... Alright. I'm going to try this. RM, RF, everything. That was a little bit scary. I wasn't sure if I did that right. Cool. Everything in the current folder. Awesome. Would have been a lot better if I did... would have felt a lot better if I did / everything. Wow. I almost just gave myself a heart attack. Okay, we're going to exit that. ls. I think what I'm going to do here is actually copy everything from this project into that remote. So let's do migrate and generate is part of your startup process. Yeah, can you send that to me? Because that's what I always thought. I've always done that sort of, you know, like do the Prisma generate thing and then start. So let's see. I want to copy /star into Stony. You're, I tell you what, one of these days. Don't make me do it, Stony. Don't make me click the button. Whoa. Ooh, maybe a timeout. That's right. I'm learning how this stuff works. Look at this, your badges. Ooh, founder. Very nice. Very cute. Don't worry. I know you were shaking in your boots there for a moment. I wouldn't do that to you. Maybe I would. I don't know. We'll see. Keep talking. Okay, cool. Right. So let's get back into the server. Get into our application folder. That's... okay, root / app is... okay, fine. I did that wrong. Whatever. Exit. Okay. Alright. We'll copy everything into the app folder. There you go. Give that a minute. Probably would be better if we did this with a zip file. But, you know. Oh, shoot. You know what I just realized? It's totally copying over the node modules, which this is not what I want to do. Let's rm, rf, node modules. There's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. Oh, Stony, I'm not going to ban you. That'd be a terrible mistake. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Anything else that's going to be kind of huge? No, I don't think so. So let's try this one more time. Copy everything into app. And blah, 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 blah. What is all this now? Where are these files? Are those inside of the... Oh, inside of the cache. That's gonna be it. Yeah, look at that. Great. Glad that I'm bringing the cache over too. That could have been risky. Woo. Anyway, okay, let's get into the server. And there we go. Clear that out. Get into the app folder. We've got everything in here. We do npm install, even though we do have some node modules. Well, that's probably because we copied them over a moment ago. Ah, Stony, what a prince. Look at you. Doing the good work of the open source maintainer. Don't need you, don't need you. There we go. Stony Eagle, 5 months ago. Okay, so you have your migrations. What is this? For default async to databases. This is not what I asked for. You tricked me. Execute sync that. Yeah, maybe maybe. Too much space in here, Sony. Way too much space in there. Just kidding. Actually, you know, I noticed this is tabbed characters, not spaces. And on the whole tabs versus spaces things, I heard the first actual coherent argument, compelling argument on one versus the other. Now, I'm a spaces guy, or I've been a spaces guy myself, mostly because that's what my editor does, and I don't really care. That's kind of what Prettier does. And I really can't care less about tabs for spaces. But someone on Twitter pointed out that if you are a developer that, yes, Rich Harris's post, if you are a developer and you cannot see and you rely on a Braille keyboard, using spaces takes up more Braille characters than using tabs. And aside from that, like, that's actually one good reason. I've never worked with a unsighted developer that relied on Braille, but I do work on open source stuff, and I'm sure that they're out there. And aside from that, like, that's, yeah, good argument one way. Can't really say there's a good argument the other way. I mean, some people say something about different operating systems or blah blah blah, and yeah, no, I could do tabs. I've been tabs before. I've converted to spaces. I can convert right on back, and I will. Is this database still provisioning? Oh my goodness. Something must have gone wrong. I must have broke something. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Right, we did an npm install, and then we wanted to npm start. And I'm going to get the same error. Yeah. I get that. No, I have a completely new error. Okay. Invalid value defined for data source DB provided to Prisma client constructor. It should have this form. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I press the tab key as well, but my editor inserts spaces instead of tabs. Like, you can basically tell VS Code, hey, what do you want to use, tabs or spaces? And I indent using spaces, but I can just as well indent using tabs and configure the tab size. Literally doesn't make any difference. I'm probably not going to do that today because I feel like, let's see, indent using tabs. No, it made no difference. That still feels like it's spaces, isn't it? I don't know, tab. That feels like it's still, oh, that is spaces. Because I have to convert it. Convert indentation to tabs. There we go. Tab size 2. Cool. And tab. Yep, That's a tab. That's not a space. Awesome. I'm very proud of my work today. Just kidding. Yeah, you Brent, I got there, all right. Tab key just tabs the 2 spaces. Yeah, same. And your linter will bitch for you. All right. Has to be a way to do the whole project. Yeah. You could use Prettier. So if you have Prettier CLI configured, you could have it run against your entire code base and say that you prefer, or sorry, not Prettier, ESLint. You could use ESLint CLI, run against your entire code base, have it with the fix flag, so it'll automatically fix everything. But I'll tell you what, that is going to be a monster of a pull request. And yeah, no one's going to want to review that. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Database is up and live. Cool. Do I show the password online? No, I don't. So that's my host. I mean, showing all this is enough to be risky. I'm probably going to just spin up a different database anyway. So let's see, we've got the server, we've got the database. You can only access the database from this IP address anyway. So it should be pretty secure. Why does it feel like, why does it feel like, why does it feel like this should be working? Invalid value, JSON string invalid value, for data source key. So let's see, let's do cat.env, lsla. That's the problem. The env file did not get brought over because it's here. Okay, let's try that. That's why it didn't come over. Exit, and let's scp /.env. Cool. Get back in there. cd into my app. And let's try this again. One more time. Oh, it's working! I did not think that was going to work. That's pretty rad. Cool. So, copy this. Throw that over here. Look at that. Anyone, I'm going to post this in the chat. You go ahead, go check out. There it is. It's running, it's live, it's deployed. It was rough. Not the most beautiful start, but how am I going to do this for an actual deployment? Docker seems like the right approach. I think maybe we'll do that in the next stream, is figure out how to deploy it in with Docker. Not sure I really want to do that. But anyway. Yeah, thanks Brent. That was pretty cool, right? So what did we learn from this? Because what is the point of doing an educational stream if we're not learning something? We learned that although Remix works slightly different. So, well, Remix is a sort of full stack framework. So it's not going to work the same as some like static site generator where you have a build command that then generates the artifacts, the build artifacts, and then you can just deploy the build artifacts. Like a static site builder, I don't know, whatever, fill in your favorite static site builder. Wait, what's that? Change the port to 80 and put Cloudflare in front of it. We're going to use Coolify. What is Caprover? Yeah. Ooh. I would be down to try out Coolify. I mean, that's what we're here to do, right? Let's do this. Let's, yeah, because that's one of the problems is right now I'm running Remix, but I'm not running it behind, like it's only going to run as long as I'm running it physically. So that's going to be a problem. Let's see what we've got. Coolify. Oh, yeah, I'm totally looking at this on a different screen. Close that off. Let's get over here. Coolify. Okay, but if I wanted to run this server, I think what I would probably do is not Docker Nginx certbot GUI. Certbot GUI. Hey, Coolify. Here you go. Cool your roll. Certbot GUI. Yeah, I don't see a GUI there. Cap Rover. Yeah, I've been watching Coolify for a while. It seems really cool. Ah, platform as a service. Okay. Get started now. Create a droplet. Okay. During installation, DNS to cap over IP address. Help with the domain names. Cost as low as $2. $2 a year. I mean, I never stress over domain names, but I've never seen it lower than. I guess it depends if you get one of the weird like offshoot TLDs. Your API makes certs for all the media servers with DNS verification. That's pretty sweet. So a couple of weeks back, I set up a server with Caddy server. Caddy is awesome, and it handles all the certbot stuff for you. And it works really well as a reverse proxy. So I was thinking that's what I would do, is set up a Caddy server in front of this application, which would essentially, yeah, reverse proxy, send all the traffic to whatever, port 3000. So applications running, Remix is running at port 3000, Caddy server is running at port 80 and port 443, which is the SSL port. As soon as you configure your domain and get Caddy set up, it just handles SSL for you and the renewals and all that. So it's pretty sweet. And yeah, I was thinking, throw that up on the same server, have that be a reverse proxy in front of port 3000 that just like maps traffic to port 3000. That would work really well. Because I've done the whole like Docker thing with certbot and Nginx, and that is a pain in the butt. So let's see, what do we got here? Server specs, Docker, snap install Docker is buggy. Yeah, okay, so it's a Docker thing. Okay, and how's Coolify look? Server in minutes. I think that we just ran that. Docker engine not found. Should I install it automatically? Sure. Yeah, why not? Let's get Docker going, right? Right, Stoney? What do you think? Okay, so this is also going to be a Docker thing. This song I'm not going to do. Okay, but how do I install upgrade with one button? Okay, how do I get started though? Documentation. Coolify helps self-hostable, all-in-one solution, open source projects. It's an alternative to Heroku and Netlify. Great, love it. Who's it for? Hobbyists. Okay, companies. For everyone. What is this? This should not be in my stuff. That's more like it. Why does it exist? Whose idea was it? Okay, installation. There we go. Hey, Stony. I'm learning Coolify. I do like to have the ease of use of things. What do you want me to do? Start writing ones and zeros? Come on now. Which is a CPU intensive process. Built images locally for applications to do. Okay. Whoa, 30 gigabytes of storage for the images. Okay, so then you do it. Environment variables. Okay. Start Coolify. Docker run this. I'm already over this. Okay. Already over it. Not over it. I might come back to it, but right now, yeah, I'm not trying to get into all that. I've got the app running. Right. What I wanted to do, I have to do off screen because we're going to do some database access stuff with actual database. Cool. Which means going to my terminal. CD. No. So I've got. Let's see. I need to change a couple of things. We have to change this database URL. So I'm going to bring this over. How do I do? What is the connection, like the Postgres connection string? Postgres connection string. Because I have the username and password, I have the URL, but those are all separate things. And I need to pass it as a single string. Okay, so if const string equals this, right? Something like this. Cool. And y'all are not going to be allowed to see this part, because here's why I do some magic that y'all aren't allowed to see. Modify the database URL. Base URL equals, paste that stuff in, change the database name to, I don't know, something else. Change the host name. So now I need to see the username and password stuff. That's my username. I mean, I guess I can show you this part while I do it. I just won't put the password in just yet. So here we go. I've got commented out the local file thing. And I want to change this. Oops. Host name. That's my host name. Now this is the part that y'all can't see where I change this password. And hit Control X, Y, enter. Cool. Never going to see that again. Now I also need to change. I also need to change this Prisma file thing. So CD into Prisma, and we need to change the schema file. Nano schema, please. Database provider is not going to be SQLite anymore. It's going to be Postgres. Okay, all of this, of course, are things that I probably shouldn't be doing just through Nano and editing the version there. Again, I'm just trying to get this to work. So let's see what we can do with that. Let's bring the database back over. I did hide the password so y'all can't see it. Na boo boo. There we go. And I think this should be dead, right? Yeah, because it's not able to run. Whoa, okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. Apparently just installing Coolify like that, like I did, starts it. And like actually installs it. That's actually kind of cool. You're registering the first user. It will be the administrator of your Coolify instance. Cool. All right, let's do this. All right. Haha. Yeah, that wasn't right. It didn't work. Unless maybe there's something in my email, but it also could be an issue that it's like not at an actual domain. Also really weird that it's at port 3000. Like, I might have to kill this. Also, I wonder where the data is stored. Like, it's not. I guess it's on a Docker thing, so it could be. It could be running. I mean, it's definitely a local database. So, interesting. Very interesting. Not interesting enough though, because I need to kill it. So, Ubuntu kill process at port. Wait. I think I can do something. Here's a hot tip. npx kill 3000. No such processes. Urgh. Kill port process. Terminate. Cross kill port. I think that might be what I want. Definitely what I want. Okay, cool. Yeah, npx kill port 3000. This is so sketchy. I'm basically running code that someone else wrote on my machine. Cool. Coolify, you are. You should have been dead long ago. Dang it. Okay, let's see. I should have Docker now. Docker version. Docker PS. Cool. It is actually up and running. Docker PS. Okay, so they're using Alpine traffic. Awesome. Not really. What is running at the default port? Something. Some server. Traffic. Cloud native application proxy. Okay. Cool. Runs on Go. Awesome. This whole thing has gone on a whole big tangent now. But essentially, yeah, I need to like Docker stop Coolify proxy, Coolify, and Coolify Redis, please. Dang it, I said we weren't going to get into the Docker. And here we are. Fooling around with Docker. Yeah, those Ubuntu commands are pretty good. but I can never remember how to write it, so I could probably remember how to write it. Never do though. So let's see. Docker ps cool. Everything's dead now. Docker ps all. We have 4 processes. God dang it, Stony. How? How did this happen? Okay, so that means we should definitely not have anything here. And we should definitely not have anything here. That might be just the cache version. If we go to port 3000, it's dead. Cool. So both of these are dead now. That's great. Now, let's see. cd into my app, npm start should connect to the new database. I think, I hope. Which means, yeah, that's still the cache version, my dude. Which means, yeah, here we go. SQLite, so I think we need to run like the Prisma generate thing. npx Prisma generate. What do I need to do? Generate dev, environment variables. Okay, cool. npm run, no, npm start. npm run build. That's probably a missing step. And this is so much faster on this tiny little Ubuntu Linode box than it is on my computer. Let me send you your Node.js Docker Compose. No, I don't. I have my own Node.js Docker file. I just don't want a Docker. All right, not. Let's see. npm start. That is running. Reload, and we hopefully get an application with no dogs. No. We get an application that can't reach the database server. So, interesting. Docker is great. I'm not saying Docker's bad. I just don't want it. Don't want it. Okay. Okay. I think I need to check out my env file. Let's get out of that. Let's not exit. I'm going to bring it over here because, yeah, Stony, I know you're dying to see what's in there. Nano.env. I think, yeah, it's a Postgres protocol to my Postgres user. Passes in my password at my right URL. And the right port. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can connect ourselves. So I need to change my settings here. Need to add my IP address. What's my IP? Add my IP address, settings, access control, add an IP address, add my own IP. Oh, son of a gun. I know what the problem is. I didn't add, remember, I was trying to add this IP address, remember that? And then we couldn't because we had, we're waiting for the cluster to finish provisioning. That's the problem. So go back to manage IP address, add an IP address. I'm gonna put that in there. Update access control. Oh my gosh, really? All right. We're still waiting on it to finish some provisioning work that it needs to do. Okay, settings, manage access control, add an IP address. There we go. Thank you. Summary. It's updating. It's going to take just a few minutes. You're going to hack all the things. Yeah, share my ENV. It's okay, sir. We safe. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Definitely not. I already do enough on here that I feel like maybe kind of risky. But you know, if I give you access to my database, you are going to steal the names of all of my neighborhood pets, and I just can't have that on my conscience. So it's not going to happen, people. You'll probably sell it on the dark web. Then all the dark web people are going to have the same names as all of the neighborhood pets. And then when I go on the dark web, it's going to be really confusing because I'm not going to know if we're talking about, you know, Mr. Scuffles from over here or Mr. Scuffles from over there. It's a mess. Okay. Give me access to the database now, please. Booyah! That's not how it's done. It's because I'm not running it. Okay, cool. Yeah, dog does not exist as a database. Cool. That's a good issue. We're gonna do npx Prisma. What is it? Migrate? No. Migrate? Generate? Okay. I think I need to migrate. I don't know. Help. Migrate deploy. Migrate dev. Create a migration from changes in Prisma schema. Apply it to the database trigger generators. Reset your database. Now what I want. Apply pending migrations to the database in production staging. Okay. npx Prisma migrate status. Database dog does not exist on the database. Okay. Isn't there a way that Prisma like actually creates the table for you? I don't think I like on a brand new database it should be able to do that. And this is the last step, and then we're cooking. So let's try that. Prisma migrate dev. Fine. npx Prisma migrate dev. Okay, cool. Still saying that the data source provider specified in your schema does not match the one specified in the migration lock. SQLite, please remove your current migration directory. Okay, so ls prisma rm rf prisma migrations, and then we're gonna run this. Enter a name for the new migration. Init. Okay. Okay. Ha! Ha ha ha! We are live. We have no pets because we don't have any pets. Let's go Nugget. Type is dog. Birthday is, I actually don't really know. I think it's, we're using his adoption date, which I think was somewhere around like, I don't know, maybe January. 01. I don't know your birthday, Nugget. I'm sorry. We're gonna say sometime in January. January 15th. Sure, January 15th. And this is gonna be. I know that he's like 6 years old now, so that would put us there. And we do have a photo of Nugget, and we're gonna put that photo of a nugget, and add the pet. Awesome. Required. Super helpful. What the hell is... All right. Required. Very nice. Great stuff. Okay, well, I don't know. That is as far as we're going to get. But the cool thing is that it's launched. It's live. There's nothing to see here. And there's definitely some validation issues that I'm not sure where they're coming from. But the cool thing is, from here on out, I'm going to be developing against that remote database. So, yeah, we're going to look up... We're going to figure out the better way to deploy this. It works for you, so it must work for... Wait, it works for you? If it works for you, I should be able to reload this and actually see those changes, but I don't. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's the thing Docker solves, people. Don't be stubborn like Austin. No, Docker's great. Love Docker. But really, in order for me to use Docker well, I need to know how this system works on a standard box, so that then when I recreate a virtualized container, I know how to get all the things connected together. Also, Docker's a pain in the butt. I'm not really trying to spend too much time on Docker while I'm just like getting this launched. So, Docker's great. It also is a pain in the butt. Let's just live with the reality that those two things can be true at the same time. It's a great pain in the butt. Read into that what you will. Okay. That's it. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to try and figure out what the dealio is. I'm really glad that I got that database connection working. That was pretty cool, because that solves a lot of the issues that I was thinking about. Docker would be a new semicolons. No, because I don't care about semicolons. My editor is either going to insert them or not. It makes no difference to me. But that is as far as I'm going to get today. So, Stony, thank you once again for hanging out and giving me all of the crap that I need. I was running low on crap, so, you know, you're always so generous, and appreciate it. Brent, I don't know if you're still there lurking around, but, you know, also appreciate having you around and chiming in once in a while with these cool technologies and, yeah, things that, you know, you're ahead of the curve on that I should be figuring out. That Coolify thing, I want to figure out what happened there, because that seemed like, almost seems like it should have worked, and it does look like something I want to try. Yeah, Stone, you know it's all love. But yeah, that Coolify thing looks really cool, and it's something that I want to try. Looks very promising. I mean, self-hosted Heroku that is just like click of a button to deploy stuff. Sounds great. I wonder if it just didn't work because I don't have a domain and I'm just on an IP address. That doesn't seem right. But I didn't get any sort of email. No, maybe I did actually. Didn't check spam. Yeah, no, I didn't get anything to email, so I don't know what happened there, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I will not be here on Monday because Monday is a holiday here, so I'm going to be most likely floating down a river, which I'm very excited about, on a tube in the sun with some snacks and some drinks and some friends and yeah, a lot of sunscreen. So whatever you're doing this weekend, if you're in the States celebrating the holiday, I hope you enjoy the extended weekend. If you're not in the States, I hope you enjoy the regular weekend and do something fun and healthy and educational and relaxing. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. I'm going to send us over to Raid B Dougie and see what they're up to. Raid LJ. Nah, we're going to raid B Dougie. B Dougie, yo. Oh, Stony, hating on it. I know, I gotta protect this skin. I'm not trying to look like a leather face anytime soon. Alright. Raid is going on. Catch y'all later.